One thing's for sure. We don't live in a fair world. Everybody isn't going to be dealt a fair hand in life. And the thing that I wake up and I thank God about is that excellence is greater than fairness. Excellence is greater than fairness. And don't ever forget that. Let's talk about it. Welcome to another episode of Career Strategies. My name is Rodney Hughes, Mr. 100%, and the purpose of my channel is to teach you strategies that can help you advance your career. If that's a topic you're interested in learning more about, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, join my family. I'm trying to get to 10,000 subscribers, and don't forget to hit that little bell icon so that you don't miss out on any of this phenomenal content. All right? So again, what we're talking about here in this video is this concept I call excellence is greater than fairness. Okay? Again, we don't live in a fair world. Okay? It's actually, in my opinion, just a waste of time. Being mad about the fact that this world isn't fair. Okay? It's just the way that it is. Okay? Some people have advantages over other people. Okay? And I think that the advantages are somewhat subjective, but the reality is that, everybody's not born with the same cards. Okay? Everybody's not born being dealt the same cards. And so in this video, again, what I want to talk about is just a few ideas I just want you to keep in mind, because I always want you to remember this. Again, excellence is greater than unfairness. Okay? So let's start here. The fact is that we don't live in a fair world. This is an unfair world. There's no doubt about it. Okay? When you look at, let's say, NBA players, I don't know if you've ever seen NBA players up front, but listen, let's say that you're 5'5", and every day of your young life, you woke up hoping and praying that you could get into the NBA. It doesn't mean because you're 5'5" that you're 5'5" that it's impossible for you to get into the NBA. But one thing is for sure, somebody that's born and that ends up growing to be 7 feet tall, that person definitely has an advantage over you. Even if you're like 10 or 20 times more athletic than they are, you can't teach height. Okay? And in the game of basketball, okay, height is definitely an advantage. Okay? And so here's the thing. Yes, the person that's 7 feet tall might have an advantage. But if you're like Muggsy Bogues, right? His excellence got him to the NBA. His excellence caused him to stand out in the NBA. His excellence has him sketched in history. He will always be revered because of his feat, because his excellence surpassed his unfair circumstances, right? He obviously wanted to get to the NBA. Nobody gets to the NBA by accident, for sure, okay? Nobody gets there by accident, but for sure, if you're however tall, I forgot how tall Muggsy Bogues was. I think he was like 5'3" or 5'5", something like that. He wasn't even 6 feet tall, okay? But his excellence was greater than the unfairness of the advantages that other people had over him. Okay? The second thing I want to talk to you about is this. I want you to focus on excellence. I don't care what your situation is in your career. Okay? I don't know what your situation is. Okay? But one thing I want you to do is I want you to focus on excellence. I don't want you to focus on how unfair things are. Okay? Because there's almost nothing you can do to stop some of the unfair things that take place out here. Right? One thing that I am a proponent of, or one thing that I always like to focus on, is I always tell people control the controllables. Right? You'll drive yourself crazy trying to control things that you can't control. Right? So here's the thing. if you're in an unfair situation, understand the things in that situation that you can control, i.e. you, okay? And understand the things in your situation that you cannot control, i.e. other people, okay? And so what I want you to do is to focus solely on the thing that you can control. And what you can control is making sure that you focus on excellence. Do not allow your mind to go wandering off thinking about how unfair your circumstance is, okay? I want you to, try your best to focus on just how can you become excellent at whatever it is you do, okay? If you're an underwriter, figure out how you can be the best underwriter in the world. If you're a sales professional, figure out how you can be the best sales professional in the world. If you're an engineer, figure out how you can be the best engineer. Or if you're a doctor, figure out how you can be the best doctor. Or whatever your profession is, figure out how you can try to focus on being as excellent as you possibly can in whatever it is that you're doing right now. Okay. The third thing that I want you to do here, or the third thing I want to talk about here, is I want you to avoid comparing yourself to others. Okay. This is something that I am horrible at, by the way. Okay. It's something that I'm constantly trying to work on for myself, because I have this bad habit of comparing myself a lot of times, and I have to catch myself from doing it. But never compare yourself to others. And the reason why is because you don't really understand all the factors that are in play in someone else's situation. See, if you're comparing yourself to others, 9 times out of 10, you're comparing yourself to the surface level stuff that you are privy to see in that situation, right? But what you don't, there's a lot more stuff that you don't really see in someone else's situation. Even if you're around this person every day, there are things that you don't really understand, or there are dynamics that might be in play that allow somebody to advance a lot faster, right? And so if you call yourself comparing yourself to other people, right? Like on YouTube, let me give you a perfect example. Like my goal is I want to impact 1 billion lives. Okay. That's why I'm cranking out all this content and why I'm going to remain committed to it, because I believe that I have content that can truly help people in their careers. Okay. I really do believe it. Okay. I feel like I have a different perspective, right? But if I go on YouTube and I start looking at all these other people on all these other channels and the numbers that they're doing, or the seeming success that it looks like they have, I could easily get caught up in a rut, okay? Because I start comparing myself and I'm like, wow, this person only posted 10 videos and they got 10 million views. How the hell did they do that, right? And then as soon as you start going down that path, next thing you know, now you're focused on them as opposed to focusing on yourself. And you can't ever become excellent focusing on what somebody else has going on in their life, okay? It's impossible, all right? If you want to become excellent at what you do, focus on yourself. Don't compare yourself to others. Because again, you don't even know what the full factors are in that other person's situation anyway. So it's a waste of time. Okay? The other thing that I want to say here, the fourth thing that I want to talk about is I want you to find out your strengths and I want you to leverage it to the best of your abilities, right? Start paying attention to the things that you're actually good at. Okay? Because if you're naturally good at something, right? I truly believe that every single person on planet Earth was given a seed of greatness. Okay? And I believe that it is your responsibility, especially as it relates to your career, to explore the things that you're naturally good at. Okay? And if you haven't identified what you're naturally good at this point, maybe you need to get out and need to try more things. Okay? But I want you to figure out the things that you're good at, right? Because once you identify the things that you're naturally good at, you can then focus on leveraging those things so that you can become excellent at it. And so that your excellence can create greater opportunities than the unfairness that is around you in your life, in your environment. Okay? It happens every day. There are always people who grow up in challenging environments that are unfair, but yet they end up rising to heights that are just beyond imagination. I think about Master P, and how he came up out of Louisiana. I think about LeBron James and how he came up. And I could just go down the list and just name all kinds of people. Chris Gardner, right? And how he became a wildly successful stockbroker and ended up, starting his own successful business and ended up having a movie created after him because of how he was homeless with his 2-year-old son or 1-year-old son and ended up coming out of that situation, right? All of these people, the one thing all these people had in common is that they found themselves in unfair circumstances. And they focused on their excellence, and their excellence created opportunities for them, right? And they all found something that they were naturally strong at, and they focused on becoming excellent at it. And then the fifth thing is, I want you to get outside your comfort zone, okay? Especially like once you find out what you feel like you're naturally good at, it's absolutely essential that you get outside your comfort zone, okay? Because here's the thing. If you don't get outside your comfort zone, you may never know, you may not ever get the opportunity to actually get out of the unfair environment that you're in, okay? You have to focus on getting outside of your comfort zone. You have to focus on finding opportunities that you can take action on where there may be a chance that you end up failing and failing miserably, but that's okay. See, because here's the thing, whenever you get outside your comfort zone, it's like you expand your mind, okay? When you do it, you expand your mind. And even if you fail, you don't truly fail, because what ends up happening is you get to learn from that failure, okay? And then you continue to push your comfort zone, and then with time, you end up becoming better and better and better, and then next thing you know, you look up and you've developed a level of excellence that allows you to have results that most people don't have. That's just the way it works, okay? There's no way around it. There's a quote that I used to read in seminars from Michael Jordan. I don't have it right in front of me, but essentially what the quote said is that he just fell over and over and over again, and that's what made him essentially Michael Jordan, okay? Because of his failures. If it wasn't for his failures, he would have never became the phenomenal basketball player that he was, okay? So again, always remember, excellence is greater than unfairness. And that's based on a true story. Listen, I hope you got great value from this video. I want to give you a free gift. So I've created a virtual training platform called Interview Prep University. Now, this is designed for anyone who is, trying to find a job or that needs help scheduling interviews. Or if you have an interview, especially if you have an interview coming up, whether it's a telephone interview, a virtual interview, or a face-to-face interview, this platform is designed to teach you how to exponentially improve your job interview skills from point A all the way to point Z. And so if that sounds like something you're interested in taking advantage of, again, it's 100% free. Just go to my website. It's www.interviewprepuniversity.com. Again, that's www.interviewprepuniversity.com, and you can get instant access. Listen, thanks again for checking out the video. Don't forget to like this video, comment on this video, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel already, make sure you hit that subscribe button and join the family. I'll be dropping great content on a regular basis, and when I say regular basis, I'm saying every single day, all right? And I don't want you to miss out on it, all right? Thanks for checking out the video. I'll see you next time.